first race and breaks his arm. 3 operations later, all that stress, all that rehab, Gav.
That season, actually, it was seen as the fact the season had been delayed from Qatar to later on in the year. You actually thought, oh, it's given him more time to get back.
It is going to be hard.
There were electronic problems for the world champion Juan Mir, who could count his lucky stars actually that he'd won the title. And even further with the return of Marc Marquez, who was third fastest if you weren't with us earlier on today in FP1. Talk us through this session and the fact that he talked about it earlier, happiness for Marc Marquez being back out on
questions that's been asked a lot about last season's racing. You know, a lot of people on social media would say it was a season, which you've backed that up before, Gavin. It's so true. You can't take anything away from Juan Mir.
No.
The first round,
as it's Maverick Vinales, the Quattraro Morbidelli out on track as Pecco Bagnaia. No Frankie Carcetti down in Juan Mir's garage this weekend. He is stuck in Andorra, like Graham. Is Graham Irvin with
Graham Irvine's on that side of the garage as well, so he's the Suzuki Olin's engineer, and yeah, Tom, he'll fit in quite well on that side of the pit box.
All through the years with had the run of this place. Hollis Spargo is excited about having Marc Marquez back. I suppose for Paul, he hasn't done that much in terms of developing.
He's been saying he's looking forward to Mark coming back because he's got that benchmark, but I don't know how truthful.
Yeah, he's going to be my teammate.
Right, so I have a question then. Okay, he knew he's signing to be Marc Marquez's teammate, and we've heard from other riders who have said. Had moved on, they've gone an extra step up, and then no one was scared.
Hey, what's happened? Your man's moved back into the town and he's coming back to the school. Everyone goes, oh, hello. I know, it was horrible.
There will be a level, won't there, of people who've won races, lots of first-time winners last year, who will believe, actually,
His expectations now, he does feel he's on another plane than he did starting last season, and he has that target in his back. Obviously, Fab, I do think a few...
that's like an Nakagami. An early one for him.
That's a big one, Gav.
It looks like he's gone already. What? It's over the top.
What has happened now? Has he locked it as soon as he's grabbed the front?
I think so.
I think that's exactly.
Cold front.
Well, since Marc Marquez in Mugello, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow. I saw his leathers. You could tell that he'd had a...
He's walking away, which is we're most grateful of, but he will be shaken after that one.
What a horrible experience. He's got past Marini. What Marquez is going to take a little bit of getting his head around. He's passing.
I actually think I've seen a rubber mark just on the downside as you go over that kind of drop into turn 1. So
about what's gone on there, I'm sure, at Honda as they come over the little crest, dropping down again towards turn 5, turn 6 into the right-hander of turn 7, goes to the top of the hill at 8, just rising up again over the top through 10 and into 11 again, down another hill. Brilliant circuit, the way it follows in that crest over there, then dropping again down towards turn 14. Someone sat up on the inside on one of the KTMs. This is the final corner, Michael.
Yeah, this is an amazing corner. As you go over that little crest, the whole bike need to be on the power to get the speed down that front straight. A really difficult piece of racetrack, and when you execute it perfectly, it really counts towards.
You look at it on paper, and yeah, you think KTM. I always thought that Suzuki would go well around here. Because of its birthday, all bright up Ducati's.
Yeah, it was one of those strange rounds. It's a strange track, and to correct where everyone's been thousands and thousands of times, everyone knows all the little secrets to the track. So out the window, a rider will like Nicky Hayden could always just do wonderful things around Laguna Seca because it was a place where he won't have the advantage. That gap's going to come down. He's still arguably the man to beat. It's just not going to be as easy for him.
You mentioned the same way we talk about it with Yamaha and what Quartararo was saying. We feel the same about the Aprilia, don't we? That yeah, they've had their close.
You think of the clips you saw of Dobby on the Aprilia? I thought he looked quite comfortable.
Just good to see him back riding, wasn't it? One thing myself and Nick getting the bike to feel more like him because he is smaller than Aleix and Salvador.
And just to add, and that's what they need. They need someone. They've already got a screen biker in Aleix. They need someone to go. They throttle connect.
Been paying attention during the week or haven't been aware of it. Andrea Dovizioso, of course, is taking a sabbatical from 3 days test, really. Basically, it sounded like just getting the bike to fit him, but he is going to go back at the 11th and 12th of May. It's going to sound like they're almost building up towards a return in 2022, whatever happens.
I think Dobby wants to be on the grid no matter what. Suddenly he's found that last half a second or 3/4 of a second, whatever was missing from the Jerez test. But as Neil said, I think that's Dobby to this season.
And if you are Aprilia, surely you do everything within your power to get Andrea Dovizioso.
Yeah, stop value. Yes, I said stop value. Everybody at home. I know it's my favourite line.
Is that the first one of the season, round 3? No.
Game by that.
No, and he's wise to that, as is his management crew and Simone Battistella, so they won't be on the grid unless he's capable. Oliveira go across there in the front, kind of getting pushed away from him, and then when it touches down, it's almost getting crossed up. So
there can be, can't there, around this track? Yeah. As the Joan Mir gets the Suzuki singing through turn 15, final corner on this circuit, get the bike up, hit 5th. On board with Fabio Quartararo now. Last year, in terms of lap times, down into the 39s. Christ.
We need to see that crash again, don't we? That was bizarre.
From earlier. Because we only caught it once the bike was down. It is a funny place, a funny crash for Taka Nakagami to go live because he has slid there. Oh.
If you walk to the point where he's
where he's crashed at, it's possible that his front brake locked on. He went over the handlebars. Just that last shot could have just locked the front and then tucked it. Maybe that damp patch is still there. You get a few almost like springs whenever you've got new tarmac laid.
Well, let's hope Taka Nakagami is okay. In terms of lap times, Bagnados on the way round, 0.185 behind. Marc Marquez, 14th in this session as he gets to grips with.
Is that true?
Well, he tried to, didn't he? He said, "I don't want to accept them," and they said, "Have them in some way." Okay. Which we're talking, what were we saying? 25 million a year? Euros?
No, it's a million.
25 million. It was 100 million over 4 years.
That was it. Yeah, you're right.